e-gaming bets. Online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans.
Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the StarLadder Shanghai EU Qualifier. We're going to be going into what is going to be probably the toughest match along the whole bracket. I think it was between this one and Space Soldiers versus Envious. I think that was another one of the sort of top matches. Lots of pistols being dropped at the moment. I've just noticed there's a little thing on the screen. Okay, it's gone. Hello guys, how are you today? Of course, Dignitas. I was really excited for this match. I was coming here, I was like, okay, it should be a pretty close game. I've sort of enjoyed how Dig have managed to get themselves through the qualifier so far. And I find out they've got a stand-in, which, when you look at the map pool, is going to make things so much more difficult for them. Obviously, starting off on Nuke, a map that I'm pretty sure was a counter pick from mousesports. Like, you look at the sort of maps they like to play, and it's definitely not near the top, but at the same time, it's one that Dig don't really like to play at all. So, going into this matchup, you already have to sort of give that one over to mousesports. However, on the second map, Inferno, I do actually think Dignitas still have a chance because it's not one that mousesports are very good at all. I think it's going to be a tough game. As said, Jacob is currently not here today, and well, from what we've seen so far from them, at least in the qualifier and when I've casted them, he's a man that I've pretty much nicknamed Good for Two, because he always seems to get 2 kills. Like, no matter what round it is, he always gets 2 kills. It's a bit weird, and without that, I think they are going to be lacking a little bit in firepower. Don't know too much about Zeves, but by the looks of things, he's sort of been drifting around sort of Norwegian teams, and in the past at least, and not really hit anything too crazy, so it's definitely going to be a tough match for them. I have been told, I think there's a storm or something. I'm not sure, but basically Jacob has lost internet, so I think for some like 30 hours he hasn't had internet. I don't know how he's surviving, because I think I'd absolutely lose my mind if that was me. I'd go mental, but well, nothing they can do, and Dignitas are going to have to try and get themselves through into the semi-finals, of course. mousesports, well, obviously invited straight to this stage. One of the 4 invite teams. I think Hellraisers were given an invite because a 4th team couldn't be found on short notice, so they were handed it over. But, Zeves is their coach. Okay, well, I suppose at least in terms of sort of setups and strategy, that will help them quite a bit. That's much better than just throwing in a random player, although in terms of firepower, it's going to be difficult. But nice start from Rubino, already picking up 1. Decent spot from Fox as well, looking to try and catch these players as they fade away, but keeps the man advantage. Now, they don't have a kit, so in terms of time, you don't think it's internet, you're his neighbor. Okay, maybe it's not then, I don't know. I was told something, maybe I was lied to. Either way, Fox can be pushing back in, already managing to pick himself up a 2nd kill into this round. It will be only a trade, as Stiko does pick up 1 at least. Got to get the man close, but they're actually already doing very well. Fox just going to be spamming away, and Chris J can't finish him off. Damage being done, but there we go. Chris J manages to pick up a couple, and Stiko with a couple more. It started so well for Dignitas, unfortunately. Well, goes the way of mousesports. Nice start, especially on that T side. You want to get those early rounds in. Make sure you have all that extra money. CT side are going to force back in. And this is what we see, though. It's the CZs. Everybody picking up CZs at the moment. That's pretty much the only weapon we're really spotting when it comes to pistols. Okay, the odd Deagle's still there. And it's going to be Rubino with that in hand. Got himself a kill in the last round, so has the extra money to actually invest. T-side. Actually going quite heavy on rifles here. 3 rifles, 2 Galils, which aren't ideal. But then they've got the SMGs on Chris J and Oscar. Now, last time I think I actually watched mousesports play, I think with Nuke, they didn't look particularly good. And Chris J was actually playing the AWP, because I don't think Oscar particularly likes AWPing on this map. So that means in terms of the AWP battle, definitely giving that over to Fox. No offense to Chris J, but I definitely think that Fox should be taking that battle. Especially if it's just the map itself that Oscar doesn't particularly like. Push down ramp going to be coming in once again. Pretty much the best place that the T's can look to go, because in terms of the range battle, this is where the AKs are going to have the biggest advantage. Here we go. Molotov will be going into the vent. Chris J looking to try and open the doors. Ever's on the other side, but he'll go down within a second. Bomb is going to be planted. Rotation quick from Asilian, and does a lot of damage, but Chris J will survive. Fox will be able to pick up one. It's going to be Chris J with a second. Eventually, the round looking like it's just fallen away from the CT side, and Fox may just opt to save the UMP. Now, in a lot of situations, this save isn't going to be that big a deal, but for Fox, he's looking to try and get that AWP as soon as possible. $600 per kill with that UMP that he can take into the next round. And a lot of the time, in the third round, we'll see a lot of riskier buys coming out from mousesports. Who do I think is going to win? I think based off the stand-in, which I think is a pretty big hit, and also the map pool looks pretty good for mousesports, I think I am going to go with mousesports. I'm thinking it's still possible for Dignitas to take Inferno, though. It'll just be when we move on to Train, and although we did see a massive slip-up from mousesports earlier in the week versus Envious, that was still a full-fledged Envious roster, whereas here, we do have a stand-in in the mix. Oscar actually going to go for the sawn-off. Now, I'm a big shotgun fan. For anybody who doesn't know that, I love shotguns. So I'm almost tempted to just stick with Oscar for the whole round, but I feel like that may be a little bit over the top. We are actually going to see Fox drop the UMP over to LOL, which I'm not a big fan of. I would have liked to see him being the one making all that extra money. The rest of the team, well, there's that one UMP, which is going to be on LOL. And then just Fox with his trusty... I was going to say trusty CZ. I don't know why we didn't have any noise made by that shotgun. That's one of the reasons I actually like it. And they're doing damage in this round. There we go. Asilian will at least get one. Got Rubino as well, who's now retrieved that UMP. So that's $600 into his bank. Why do people always say sawn off when it's sawed off? Well, I guess if something... It just doesn't sound right, does it? Because it's been sawn off. And actually with a rifle, he's turned this back into a 2 versus 2. This round's a little bit too close for comfort, in fact, for mousesports. Already losing one rifle. Asilian and Rubino looking like they're going to go for this. They both peek in. Rubino manages to get one more. Turns it into the 1v1. Rops has armor. That's the big difference at the moment. I think he's just spotted his toes. A little bit of a fetish there for Rubino as he does quite a bit of damage. Only 18 HP left for Rops. Gonna throw the smoke down, just try and bait him in. Is he gonna stick this? Well, he is. He's gonna try. But Rops has won the round just based on time alone. I don't think he has enough time. No, he doesn't. Eventually, we'll just take the rifle, run away, but that's a hell of a lot of damage. Every single player dropped for the T side. Rubino will be able to keep an extra rifle in, also getting a couple of kills with the UMP, and could in fact drop an AWP. I wonder if they're going to bring that in. Yeah, Rubino's now going to have enough money for an AWP, so that really isn't bad at all. That's a lot of money made, and will change their first buy quite significantly. So, Team Dignitas in a decent position here. Oscar is actually going to be AWPing on the T side. We saw the other day that on the CT side it was Chris J, so I don't know if that is a constant thing or if it is just for that day that Oscar was like, nah, I don't really like that map. Anyway, though, we will get to see the AWP battle, well, that I wanted to see. Oscar versus Fox. Two titans of either team. At least for now, we're going to see a little bit of damage done onto Rubino, down to just 50 HP. It will actually be Rubino going down to that. Oh, Sunny is going to be traded, and a few kills now go the way of the CT side. Only Oscar and Rops left. Still a pretty deadly duo, but Oscar down very low, but Rops, he's there to trade. Lol, going a little bit aggressive. I have to be careful because Zevez is very low on HP as well. 4, in fact. Yeah, for stream bonus, you have to stay on the site, but you can just pause it and watch it here instead, which is what I would suggest, because obviously I'm better. Fox is just going to be holding the angle. Oscar looking to try and sneak back in. They're actually going to break and go down, try and get themselves a bomb plant. The T's could use all that extra money after how many people actually died in the previous round, but Fox is going to be very quick on the case, looking to try and get that pick. Will be able to find one, and leaves Oscar left in a 1 versus 3. Gets the first. No scope onto Zevez. But here comes the flank in from Asilian, a little bit behind, and that's actually going to give a chance for Oscar to rotate back around. Bomb is going to be tapped. There isn't actually a kit. There's a decent chance here that he could deny this. Looking to try and peek out, but Fox is too quick. Oscar not going to be able to get the kill, and the bomb will be defused. 3-1, Dignitas, they're on the board. And it looks like that early AWP buy coming out from the CT side made a big difference as 2 impactful kills. Not only, well, obviously the last 2. Bomb plant will make a bit of a difference, though. Oscar going to go for a sawn off once again. But likely that he's going to try and sneak his way into the vents. Let's have a look. Is he just going to go for the quick play once again? Use the nade to open the door. And then just try and run straight down the vent. That's exactly what he's going to be doing. There is going to be a Molotov, but he's made it. And now, oh, he's going to sit on the ladder. I like it. Asilian on the outside does a lot of damage already. The smoke has actually missed his mark. And that's going to net them the first kill. Zevez already rotating down below. Chris J is going to be looking to try and peek back. Telling me that the Fox is going to go for a 360 just to give him a chance. Oh, Sunny. He's going to go down. Not the best start for him. Last time we saw him play, this did not look like his map at all. Especially when he goes for that CT-sided aggression. Getting caught 9 times out of 10. Oscar does manage to get him behind. And still going to be 1 kill with that sort of shotgun. $900 made. 2 versus 4. Bino is going to drop the bomb, though. Now Chris J has to try, and he doesn't even get a chance, because once again, Fox is there to defend his teammate. 2 rounds in a row now. He's saved somebody's life. And now the T side actually don't have any money, so after a strong start, well, in terms of the pistol, once the CT rounds have come about, Dignitas are the ones in the driver's seat. They should be able to level things up. Zevez even going to try and make a little bit of extra money. Chance to pad his stats. Already. He's going to be picking up 2. He's got Rubino to support him as well. Rops tries to peek back in. You have to be very careful here. Zevez ends up low. But it is just going to be 3-2-3. Yeah, supposedly, Jacob has some sort of internet issues that it's actually had his internet down for quite a while, so could be a tough one. MP9 actually going to be kept into this next round. Out of control, completely taken, but they've already rotated one man in. It'll be Fox with this AWP, looking to go aggressive, but gets taken down. Probably doesn't know that Sunny has actually already crossed that far, and this is going to be where the T side just try and pounce on this little bit of aggression that has paid off. Rubino going to be sat in the vents, but already Chris J is going to end Zevez. The MP7 won't have any more impact, but what can Rubino do? Takes down one, retrieves the AWP. Cillian going to be looked to try and sneak through the smoke. Has to be pretty careful. There is a man just around the corner, but instead Chris J walks straight into his crosshair. Leaves it into a 3v3. Make that just two, as somehow the CT side have turned this two-man advantage into their favor. And already one man is going to be low. Make that two men both low. Support from a Cillian to pick up one more kill. And now Stiko has to try and defend the bomb with only 12 HP. Bomb going to be tapped. Lol. Well, that couldn't have been easier for him. And it's going to be 4v3, or 4-3, sorry, in terms of scoreline. A great round from Dignitas, at least in the recovery stages. And mousesports, they've got to be kicking themselves there. From a two-man advantage to every single remaining player staying alive on Dig. Once again, it is still going to be a buy for the T side. They've got the max loss bonus coming into the next round, so a bomb plant will give them enough money to actually buy. Still got the AWP on Fox, although he hasn't been the one controlling outside. The majority of that has been done by a Cillian, and occasionally a little bit of a peek coming out from Rubino over towards Mini, but as of now, T side are going to be slowing right down. Now, this definitely is a map where if you can't get yourself going on that T side, it's very easy to get bogged down. But if you can break the economy of the CT side, that's a different story. It's not looking good at the moment with the amount of cash that we currently see over on Dignitas. Only Zevez with, well, under 5,000, which is pretty impressive. There's, of course, the map pick of mousesports as well, so it is going to be important that they win it. And if they're up against a stand-in as well, so one of the best players, if not the best player over on Dignitas. Either way, Fox looking like he's going to have quite a bit of work to do. That shot looked like it was on point, but never mind. He is going to miss. Zevez tried to rotate in, but Rops will take him down as well. And now the T side, they sort of had the decision to try and rotate back. Fox, he's not going to miss a second time, but trying to rotate away is going to be pretty difficult here. Still going to be left into a 2 versus 3. Make that just 1. As Fox now the only one left alive. He has dropped the bomb. There is only 25 seconds, but Sunny will rotate him from behind. 4-4. It's going to be another buyback up, but an even scoreline for mousesports won't be much of a problem. And the winner of this next round is likely to take the next couple. Still a little bit of extra money left on either side, but not anything to really get excited about. Door going to be broken early. Oscar, another one who's been quiet so far, but there we go. Fox switches positions and he gets the opening for his team. Cillian tries to go aggressive and actually will be caught out by Oscar. Nade does a nice amount of damage onto Sunny. We are going to see Lowell actually drop down. Fox doesn't like easy shots. That's what it has to be. There has to be some style points to it, otherwise Fox isn't interested. Sunny. They're outside. It's going to be Zevez pushing. Has to be a little bit careful here. There's also looking like Lowell is just going to be peeking outside. Now this push from Sunny may actually give the CTs the advantage. It depends what direction he actually goes in. Going to be going straight through the smoke. Zevez on the other side. The rest of the team gathering up to try and push into this A position. And it is going to be Zevez outside to actually pick up one. But now Rubino gets a first and a second. Rop's only onto 12 HP. This round should be done. And are we going to see a nade? Nope, not quite. It doesn't actually go through the door. What can Rops do, though? A young man with incredible aim. Well, not in that moment. try and do a little bit of damage, and in the end, Zevez will catch him. 4 players alive. The bounce back comes in from Dignitas. And the problem now is, as said, the money is not great for the T side. The CTs now have a decent chance to actually make some cash of their own. I'll be interested to see how much mousesports actually invest, because Sonny and Rops do not have enough money to buy into the next round anyway. They would definitely need a bomb plant. And so normally in this situation, you would expect a force buy, but by the looks of things, all they're going to buy is 1 smoke. So it is just going to be a bomb plant attempt. I'm not sure how they're going to try and do it. Potentially just rush straight in to that A site. They do have that 1 smoke, which may, well, just be thrown onto the site in the hopes that they can get the bomb down. But as said, normally you'd force here. Oh, that's already going to be the first picked up. There goes the smoke. Oh, it's a vent drop. That's what they're attempting to try and get down. Does the bomb make it? The bomb does make it. Rubino is going to be rushing in to try and deny it. Oscar. Oh, he actually gets one with the Glock. However, there is Fox to make sure no bomb goes down. 6-4. And yeah, this is sort of what I'm talking about. Sonny and Rops, if they are going to buy, are either going to have to pick up a Galil or go in with an SMG. And, well, they'll do one of each. Here we go, though. Oscar will have the AWP. So they've invested the majority of their money onto 1 man. If it was going to be any man, this is the one you're looking for. Zevez trying to spray through the smoke. Does a little bit of damage. Almost. Don't want to be taking that fight again. Life of Fox almost lost very early on, but, well, if anything, that should have been a kill coming in for Oscar. There we go, though. Instead, picks one up onto Asilian. Gonna leave Rubino outside. Over towards ramp, we see the switch up. Rubino's actually going to let one cross. Not sure if that was intentional. He's just going to wait instead. Oscar making quite a bit of noise, so he should know that he's coming. Just going to try and pre-fire the angle. Oscar knows he's there, but it doesn't matter. Rubino will still win the fight. However, he falls to his death, leaving it into a 3 versus 2. Lowell and Fox are still going to be alive. Pico, Chris J and Rops up against them. Bomb is going to be going down. There isn't too much that Lowell can do about that. And really, he's got to wait for Fox to leave a little bit of a distraction. However, that smoke is going to make things very difficult for him indeed. They do both have kits. However, by the looks of things, they've decided that this is not worth it. They do have the money to buy into the next round anyway. Not worth just risking everything to try and do as much damage as they can. Make sure that the money stays good. However, Fox is going to be going down. Lowell actually looking for a trade here. Not completely necessary. I'm sure he would love to try and save that AWP. However, it isn't going to be happening. In fact, Stiko will pick it up instead. It's going to be 6-5. mousesports once again. They've managed another round. Of course, so far, other than the pistol and follow-up, that's all we've really seen. Singular rounds from mousesports on the T side. Not necessarily a bad thing, because Nuke is a very difficult map to actually grind out T rounds, and the CT side is renowned for being far easier. Let's see. Can the CT side now break them once again? They had 3 players stay alive in that round, and they did manage to retrieve the AWP as well. Ready though. There goes Fox once again. Picks up the first. Doesn't have much support. Smoke is going to leave without any more information. Push outside. Sticko going to catch Asilian. That's the second time now that a little bit of aggression has come in from Asilian when they already have the man advantage. Instead, he gives it back over to the T's. Going to be coming down. Reposition from Fox once again. Knows that they're going to be coming in this direction. Just waiting patiently. Peeks out, but he's only going to get a 1-for-1 trade. And that's not too bad for the T side. Rops already knows that there's one rotating in, but doesn't catch him fast enough. We'll give the information over to his teammates. So there is a man currently around the vent position. going to try and rotate back. Zevez with a little bit of information. And Lol just waiting above in heaven just in case they do rotate back. Rubino is still in this fend, but it is going to be Stiko to take him down. They try and switch back, though, and actually push straight into Zevez and Lol up above. However, it doesn't seem to matter. Zevez now into a 1 versus 2, and Rops will decapitate both. 6-6. Score evened up, and now the CT side money starts to take a bit of a hit. Going to be pistols in this round. Obviously hoping that they can keep the money low enough. Lol will be able to drop an AWP into the next round, so it means that they basically had their full buy, and well, considering Fox currently on 11 kills at the moment, you can understand why they want to still have that in play. In the last 2 rounds, he actually managed to win both the opening duels, but once he got traded out... You're obsessed with that D-Day dossier thing. T-side, of course, with quite a big advantage in this round. Chris J looking like he may want to farm up a little bit of extra cash using the UMP, but Lol in a decent position. Manages to get 1. Only 3 bullets left in the clip, and well, Rops and Sunny combine. Already take down 2 more. Cillian just going to be waiting, and Zevez attempting to push him from behind. Will actually be able to get 1, and that's a nice shot from a Cillian. Looking for a second as well. They still have to be careful here. Both players tagged enough that CZ could have quite a big impact. He's going to go rotating back around to B, take the gamble. Molotov into vent. He's going to take a little bit of damage, and I think they would have heard that as well. Instead, just going to go running out of the door, looking for Stiko. He's only on 34 HP. Doesn't have a whole lot of time. Winning the round seems slim from this point onwards. Especially with both players in a little bit of a crossfire. Rops able to just about evade his opponent and eventually peeks towards the window. 7-6. mousesports now take the lead on the T side, which, well, dignitas are going to want to rectify as soon as possible. Hi, Ruin. Here to insult me again? Bring tears to my eyes. I don't remember what D-Day was about. Here we go, though. Fox, back on the AWP, as said. Decent amount of utility for the CT side. They only have 1 kit, however, so we'll have to watch out for that in the late round scenarios. Of course, T-side have everything they desire, and Oscar back on that AWP. Yet to really take that battle versus Fox. You can see he's actually bottom of the board at the moment. Cillian, once again, holding outside. Will be able to take the first, but it's a quick trade from Sunny. Maybe a little bit more patience from Stiko, and they could be sat with a man advantage right now. Oscar, there we go. Takes down Rubino. Fox looking to try and reclaim some outside control. Sunny is going to make a little bit of noise, so it should mean that Fox at least has an idea. Trying to watch that outside spot. Should hear all the sound that's being made by Sunny, and peeks in, gets himself a no-scope. But now he has to clutch versus 2. Make that just 1. Rops the only one left, but he switches to the pistol, and Rops will take him down. Another double kill for Rops. Puts him top of the board at the moment. And now it's going to be a problem for Team dignitas. They don't really have the money to go back into this. Oscar, already going to be picking up a first. Has to be careful because Zevez will at least be able to get 1, but there's further aggression coming out. Rops just waiting patiently. And the Cillian will be closed. 9-6 half for mousesports. Bit of a slow start, and it looked like we were going to see dignitas just run away with it when we saw this sort of situation here with only a couple of buy rounds, but they managed to win the last 5. It will be 9-6 in favor of mousesports. A very difficult position from Dignitas. If they are going to be able to bring this one back, a pistol round seems like a must-win. Obviously, it's somewhat expected when you do have a stand-in, it has to be said. Nuke, a lot about rotations and relying on individual plays to at least hold down certain positions of the map. And a lot more about synergy than anything else, so that's where mousesports should at least have the advantage, being the full roster themselves. However, we did see them have problems on this map not too long ago. Where's Jacob? Jacob is... got internet problems. That's what I've been told. Supposedly he hasn't had internet for about 30 hours or something, so wasn't really any chance for him to actually play in this match. I think it was actually versus LDLC. Mousesports got absolutely destroyed. So Devis isn't even bottom fragger. Yeah? To be fair, he's pulling his weight. It's not necessarily, though, just about pure fragging ability. Aggressive push out already. Sticko going to be starting things off. Gets a double. And he's got Chris J support as well. Zevez now has to try and clutch. What can he do? 1 versus 3. Turned into a 1v2. Only player left alive. Does have control of the bomb. Be waiting patiently. Would be pretty impressed. 4 kills needed. Zevez is going to be able to turn the tide. Should have heard Sunny as well, so has a decent amount of information. Looks for the spot, but can't quite find the kill. Just going to go for the bomb plant instead. Although, actually, here's his opponent move. Trying to almost bait out Sunny. Looking for the shots, but Rops will eventually come in from behind. Mousesports, they are going to be taking themselves the pistol. And now things become more difficult for Dignitas. As if they weren't bad enough already. They are going to be attempting to win things back with the pistols. Looking like we may see a little bit of extra money saved. Decillion, nope, going to buy down. Is Zevez going to save the cash? No. So, no AWP coming in the next round for certain. Unless they somehow win this round, which I'd be pretty impressed with. CT side going for a bit of a lap spy. They've got themselves a scout, a couple of SMGs, but still have the rifles to sort of back it up as well. Already going to be waiting below. Picks up the first one to Zevez. Asilian looking for the trade, but has to be careful because he has the bomb. And that should pretty much be the round over. But Rubino does manage to pick up a kill at least. Can at least try and make this as costly as possible. Oscar, once again, going to be there to trade. Switching out from... Oh no, actually it was Chris J. Sorry about the scout. Never mind. And there we go. MP9, the Shredder, will be there to turn it 11-6. So, T-side likely going to be 12-6 down. 6 rounds behind over on the T-side. So, going to be very difficult indeed for them to pull this one back. And in this round, at least, not going to be anything invested either. So, best case scenario, maybe getting a bomb down and taking a player with them. More likely is that not too much will get done. Maybe a kill. And then it will be Mousesports going into their Byron. You can already see Chris J actually just going to go for the CZ in this round. Save all the money. Have that dropped over by a teammate. This nade could do a nice amount of damage, but doesn't actually connect. And already, Chris J is actually going to be going down. So that pistol not working out. However, Oscar is going to be there to trade. That's already 2 kills for this buy. That really isn't bad at all. Make that a 3rd. This is way too costly for the CT side. Fox now left into a 1v2. Going to try and cross over to the side. If he can get down the vent, then that is a bomb plant. It should be at least, and he's just about going to make it, although... Oh, is he going to try and bait this out? This is clever. He just makes them think he's going to rotate. He's actually going to wait on the A site, plant the bomb, and then play the after plants from here instead. Rops is going to be pushing back in. Eventually, Sunny's going to realize, okay, I'm not on the right side here. However, straight through the wall, Rops is going to take his head off. Still a very good round coming out from Dignitas. I wasn't even expecting a kill. They got 3 kills and a bomb plant and dropped a lot of extra money.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terror.
12-6. Now that AWP actually can come in, the amount of damage that Fox was able to do, but he decides against it. He's going to pick up an AK instead. That can be quite difficult to AWP over on this map, especially when the CT side has the advantage. And you can already see over on mousesports, it is going to be Chris J AWPing on the CT side. Quite interesting, really, that we don't see Oscar AWPing on this map. Rop's looking for a little bit of aggression. So is Sticko, actually. Very aggressive plays coming out from this CT side at the moment, trying to find that initial pick. Normally, we spot Sunny actually pushing out on the, well, outer part of the map. At the moment, at least, he's just going to be holding in mini. Fox potentially going to be playing that entry fragger role, but he has to be careful because Chris J is looking to just try and hold onto this cross at the moment. Wraparound will be coming in, and Chris J actually going to be missing the shot. Gives them another chance, but he will hit the second, and Sunny's there to support him. Bino looking for the aggression, but instead Stiko's going to take him down, and this is already looking bleak for the T side in this map at least. Zevez tries his best, but with too many people to aim at, it will be mousesports to dominate this 19th round. Take themselves a big lead, and now the T side are going to be struggling. They can go for some pistols, but not much else. A little bit of utility behind it as well. A lot of utility, or a lot of the utility they had already expended. Nade could be going out, and Stiko will use that little bit of utility to actually net himself a kill. Fox will be able to trade one back. They know that Stiko's gone aggressive, and Lol's going to hit the shot as well, at least turning into a 3 versus 3. Zevez spots the head of Chris J, takes him down, and a second, but he can't quite do more damage onto Rops, and Sunny will be there to close. Once again, damage done by the T side, making this round more costly. However, Rops currently top of the board, 16 and 8. Sunny having a better performance as well. They're now only 2 rounds away from taking this first map. Definitely looked like more of a tactical pick coming out from them, as this doesn't seem to be one of their top maps, but this is going to be the last-ditch effort. Fox is going to be picking up that AWP. Could have had it in the previous buy round. Decided against it. He's actually going to go peeking over towards ramp. It is going to be Rops up against him on the other side. Still, going to be a little bit of a push, and it's going to be Sunny to start things off. Zevez is already down. Fox looking to try and catch somebody on the trade. Isn't going to be getting anything done as of yet. Trying to spot out Rops, who is just going to be holding close. Not quite managed to see him just yet, but catches the arm, so knows he's nearby. Actually unscopes just at the wrong time, and now he's going to be going down to Sunny, who's moved in to support his teammate. 2-man advantage already. Peek's going to be coming out from Stiko as well, but Lol will take his head clean off. At least giving them a chance back into this round, but it's not going to be an easy ploy. They're going to try and push themselves straight on to this A site already, though. They're just getting shut down one by one. Oscar, Chris J, and Rops bringing them to a 15th round. Now mousesports are only 1 away from taking this first map. AK-47s will still be in hand for Dignitas, who are yet to win a round on the T side. Mousesports, well, other than the sort of early rounds in this game, doesn't look like they've been under too much pressure. That is a long streak of rounds to have. 11 in a row. At least Rabina will start this one off with a kill onto Sunny. The aggression this time, he is caught for it. Molotov Molotov going to go down. Actually forced Oscar into the vent. It's a little bit more map control over to this T side. Lol. Isn't going to be able to capitalize on it, though. You have to remember, Rubino is already low on HP. Rops caught by surprise. A little bit trigger happy, and we will actually see a kill come in, another kill come in for the T side. They now have complete control of this A site. The retake will be pretty difficult, but they've actually got to get the bomb into position already. Chris J is going to be going down as well. With only Rops left. CT side not looking like they have much of a chance. Fox will pick up the remaining 2 frags, and Dignitas have their first round in 11. It's going to have to be an extremely long comeback indeed. Hello, Pista. Who believes? That's the question. Who believes in the comeback? You might have to get checked, because at this, if you believe at this stage, you are die-hard fans. I will be honest, but you may be a little bit mental. I don't. Oh, okay. Cloud Costa believes. Here we go, though. Can they at least keep it going for another round? CT side still have a fair bit of money left in the bank. Sunny going to be aggressive once again. Attack in the corner. Watching above. And actually, it's going to be Chris J to find the first. Zebes is able to trade, but already is looking pretty bleak for this T side. On the outside is going to be Rubino. Spots out one, but can't do anything. And now it has to be the stand-in to try and clutch. 16-7 in favor of mousesports. They take their map pick. And we are going to be going on to the second, which will be Inferno, the pick of Dignitas in just a moment. Don't forget that exclamation mark caster, you know. Pick that one up. Follow me on Twitter. Do it. Either way, we'll be back in just a moment. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because Dignitas are going to try and make their comeback.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2, make a prediction for picks and bans.
Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.money, the best service for trading your skins.